into that clutch ring. There we go. That's a nice feel. And the bike feels pretty smooth. Our roads aren't the greatest as far as like smoothness. They're pretty bumpy. Gotta watch out for potholes, especially I'm glad I got my little ear thing on today, because I would already be crying about my ears being cold. I'm keeping a pretty good pace here. It feels pretty easy, relatively easy, I should say. Hopefully we don't get a flat. Oh, I forgot my water. What an idiot. This is one of the areas where I get really kind of nervous because of all the shit on the road. A little bit of rough stuff here, a little bit of rocks. Just gotta be careful, especially for me. I'm not being used to these skinny tires. Doing about 18 down this, and I'm just taking it slow. I'm not cranking on the pedals, feathering the brakes a little bit, just because that wind is kind of pushing me side to side. It's catching in my wheels. I can feel it. And then, you know, obviously there's a bunch of rocks, rough stuff here. So be really careful. Take the tires right out from under here. Everybody's giving me some space, so that's nice. I appreciate that. A bunch of more rough stuff over here on this area of the road. If I don't get a puncture today, I will be shocked. I'm gonna pull off here because the lane gets pretty narrow, and we'll see if we can't wait our turn to cross, and we'll go back the other way. Turn around, head back up. So this will be a pretty good test of the bike's ability to climb. It's a pretty steep climb, and it's pretty long coming up, so and I feel like I made it in pretty good time. Just hit about 27 on that little punchy hill. When you're out there riding in wet conditions, like I was yesterday, I got caught in the rain. So my ride got cut short yesterday. But when you're out there riding in those conditions, when you come home, you want to make sure that you give your bike the attention that it deserves. You want to wipe it down with a dry cloth. I just use old microfibers to kind of do that work. Just dry it off, especially your chain and your drivetrain components. Make sure that's all dried off, and then add some lube to the chain, because if I wouldn't have done that yesterday when I got home, I would have woke up this morning, came out to the bike with a rusty ass chain. And it doesn't matter. It could be just a little bit of water or just a little bit of humidity in the air. If you don't keep your chains lubed, especially around here in our climate, you're gonna get surface rust overnight. You know, wipe it down. I don't have a bunch of water spots on it this morning because, like I said, I wiped it down. So we got some equipment coming in, so I got to get out of the way here. I wish I had some water because I'm thirsty, and I need to pull this seat, I think, in just a smidge, and then maybe I need the nose down just a bit. I don't know, but this part here is hurting, and I think on my other saddle it's about that long, so I've got like 2 inches of additional length here that I'm not used to. So if you have any suggestions for comfy saddles, let me know. And then I put this stupid sticker on the front because when I got the bike, this head tube this front brake line is rubbing right there, so anytime you turn. And before I even took it home, it was already like super like scuffed up right here. I took some car polish compound and just kind of rubbed it out, and it looks a lot better underneath there, but I need something in here to kind of help cover it. I put some clear tape that I have on there for yesterday's ride, and I don't like it because it's so thick and it just kind of looks weird. The sticker kind of looks weird too, but I'm gonna come up with some other solution, something maybe a little thinner to put here, because even that clear tape that I put on there, it's that self-healing soft, it's kind of thick tape. I use it for like the chain stays. It works real good for that, but even that, it was already scuffed up after yesterday's 20-minute ride, and it's just because you're turning, that cable's rubbing. So I don't know if I could somehow get this to kind of not lay against there. I don't know if you have any ideas on that. Obviously, you know, it's not a big deal. It's not going to chew through the metal, but eventually that's going to wear the paint completely off. And I don't like that. You know, I like to keep my stuff looking nice as I can. Obviously, it's going to get wear and tear, but yep, that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep on riding. We've been out for, let's see, about half hour. We've done about 5.25 miles. Everything feels pretty solid. The bike is very quiet. I was a little worried about chain slap on the bumps and you know, all that stuff, but it's doing quite nice. And the tires, you know, if I'm not looking down at that front wheel where I can see how stupidly thin these things are, these are 25 mil, and you can fit supposedly up to 28 on this bike, 28 mil or 28C tires on here. And is this just a plastic thing? Yeah, you can fit about 28. I saw a post on Facebook that you could fit a 30, I think he said. But I'm like, you know, I don't want to invest in tires and then come to find out they don't fit. But yeah, so far this bike is not too shabby. I was actually in there looking at the Demanes, the new gen Demanes, the AL5. Yeah, the AL5. I was looking at that, test rode it for a bit. Was familiar with the Demani platform, so I was going to take it home, and the guy suggested that I give this bike a spin, and I wasn't really anticipating that. I had a little bit of a conversation with the guy initially, you know, what I was looking for and why. I let him know that I had the gravel bike, the trail bikes already, and all that, so I wanted something a little bit more for this time of year when it's, you know, probably muddy out at the trails. And that was the original intent with the G1, with the Ozark Trail. But I still feel like that one's a little sluggish. And after riding this one, I can definitely feel the difference as far as like the weight of that bike. That bike weighs probably around 24 pounds. This one's just about 19, but that one is just significantly more, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a tank, I guess, and it's one of those things that I want to be as efficient as possible when I'm out here doing these road rides or neighborhood rides, whatever you want to call them. And I just want something quick. I don't want to be like killing myself out here trying to ride bikes. I just want to get out here and get in some miles, you know, so. There's some little flags on the road here. I'm going to pick them up because why not? Ooh. Just crushed my balls. There's a little flag there. And then I saw another one. Here's over on this other side. I'll take these back to the house. Because why not? Little Trump flags. Take those back with us and help clean up the neighborhood. It's probably about 27. Again, I wasn't pushing it. I'm still kind of, obviously I'm still getting used to this bike and how it feels. And, you know, I trust that it was assembled properly, but you never know. You know, somebody could be having an off day, even on, you know what, even at the pro bike shops. You know, somebody could be having a bad day, or they're sick, they're not quite thinking clearly, and maybe they don't assemble it the best. And they do give you a quick rundown of the bike. When you buy it, they throw it in the stand and make sure everything's good. So, like I said, go out there today. Skittles on the ground. These are going to be for everybody today. They're out there. I got me some, so good deal. I'm going to put these in the pocket. We got some Skittles. You know, if you find M&Ms out there and there's any rain, you probably don't want those. So we did get some Skittles. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. And be sure to subscribe and like and all that stuff. I'm going to be doing a bit of a kind of more in-depth look at this bike. The last couple rides here, I've just been able to kind of show you generally stuff. I want to throw it in the stand, give you some close-ups, give you some of the specs and the details, you know, all that stuff. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you on the next one.